Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we're going on an awesome adventure through ancient India's super cool history. We'll travel back thousands of years to see how it all began, from the very first cities to the big empires that made India famous. Get ready to be amazed by stories of kings and queens, amazing buildings, and cool beliefs that have been passed down for ages. Our first stop is the Indus Valley near the huge Indus River. Over 4,500 years ago, one of the world's oldest civilizations popped up here. These people were clever. They built big cities with streets in a grid pattern, just like some modern cities. They even had drains for wastewater and public baths, showing how much they cared about cleanliness. But they were more than just builders. They made detailed seals with mysterious symbols that we still can't fully understand. These seals have been found as far away as Mesopotamia, which tells us they were expert traders connected to the rest of the ancient world. The Indus people were innovative and left behind a bunch of cool stuff, but there's still so much we don't know about them. It's like a puzzle waiting to be solved. After the Indus civilization, many small kingdoms popped up. Then came a powerful king named Chandragupta Maurya, who decided to create a giant empire. Imagine huge armies with chariots and soldiers fighting to conquer new lands. Chandragupta's empire, called the Mauryan Empire, stretched across most of India. He ruled from his capital city, Pataliputra, a busy center of trade and culture. The Mauryan Empire was a time of peace and wealth. They built roads, trade flourished, and people lived well. But the most famous Mauryan king was Ashoka the Great. After a big battle, Ashoka felt sad about all the fighting and decided to follow Buddhism. He spread the message of peace and kindness throughout his empire by carving his ideas on pillars and rocks. These pillars still stand today, reminding us of Ashoka's message of peace. Hundreds of years after the Mauryans, a new empire called the Guptas became super powerful in the north. Their rule, from the 4th to the 6th century CE, is known as India's Golden Age. The Gupta kings loved art and science, and during their time, India became a center of creativity. Smart scholars like Aryabhata made incredible discoveries in math and astronomy. This is also when the famous stories of the Ramayana and Mahabharata were written down, preserving them forever. Imagine beautiful paintings on temple walls, showing scenes from these stories, their colors still bright after all these years. The Guptas were also trading with countries far away, spreading Indian culture to Southeast Asia. Their love for art, literature, and science still inspires us today. You can't talk about ancient India without talking about its awesome religions. Hinduism, one of the oldest religions in the world, talks about dharma, karma, and reincarnation. These ideas are found in the Vedas, ancient sacred texts written in Sanskrit. Around the same time, in a different part of India, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was on a journey to find enlightenment. He became known as the Buddha and taught people to be kind and how to find freedom from suffering. His teachings, known as Buddhism, spread far and wide, just like Hinduism. Along with Jainism, another ancient Indian religion that emphasizes non-violence, these faiths continue to be followed by millions around the world. Ancient India was an awesome builder. They made incredible temples and stupas, each one telling a story about faith, power, and amazing artistry. They used a special technique called corbel arches to build massive gateways and tall structures without using concrete. They also used a special arched window called gavaksha, decorated with carvings of gods and flowers. These beautiful arches were like doorways to heaven. And have you heard of the Ajanta and Ellora cave? These caves are carved into cliffs and are full of detailed paintings and sculptures, showing just how talented the artists of ancient India were. And that's a wrap. We've traveled from the well-planned cities of the Indus Valley to the powerful Mauryan and Gupta empires. We've seen how religions were born, art flourished, and knowledge grew in ancient India. It's amazing how the cool things they did still affect our art, buildings, beliefs, and ideas all over the world. Thanks for joining me on this journey through ancient India. There are so many more stories to uncover, so stay tuned for more adventures into the past.